When you start adding a lot of things to your plate, like you're trying to balance a 9 to 5, you're trying to stay fit, you're trying to build a business or a project, you're trying to eat right, do the right choices, or make the right choices, be a good partner in your marriage, your relationship, be a good parent, anything like that. It's very easy to get too busy, to have so much on your plate, and you start to lose the priorities. Some things, they'll drop down the list, and your response to those will be, "I don't have time." And I used to do this a lot, especially I would say upwards of maybe 3, 4 years ago. I would do the things that took priority. They weren't necessarily the what was most important, but for example, if I worked a little longer, well, I don't have time to go to the gym, or I don't have time to fix a healthy dinner. Instead, I'm just gonna skip the gym. I'll just go get something fast. When you make the decision, when you make the choice to do something that isn't really in alignment with who you want to become, you make it easier to do those things again. You make it easier to make the bad choice, or I don't want to say bad choice, but make the choice that isn't really the best choice for what you want. I experienced a little bit of this week. A few days ago, like I mentioned, that I had some traveling that I did. I didn't plan well. I didn't eat as well as I could have. And all that is choices. I just let my emotion get the best of me. And the main thing that I got out of that was like, I can't just continue to fall into that and to be okay with mediocrity. I've got to change it. I've got to go back to the basics. It's a lot. It's a lot of work to continuously put the pressure on yourself to keep going, to remember the decisions you make. They don't just impact you, they impact those around you, they impact your future, they impact every single thing that you're working for is impacted by your decisions today. So aside from that, there's a little bit of lack of ownership when it comes to it too. And it's so easy to miss, and I got called out for it. My wife called me out because there were things that I wasn't doing, and I would say, I don't have time to do that. But what I was really saying is, I don't make the time to do that. And that really hit me one day when I said, I don't have time to do that. She was like, no, you do. You just don't make the time. I thought, man, I don't make the time. That's it. That's absolutely true. I could stop doing this and, do what really is priority. And so since that day, I've never once said I don't have the time anymore. It's always just completely honest, man, I don't make the time. I don't make the time. And it has really helped in the long term, or in the long run. It's really helped identify what really is important, what really matters, because it puts the ownership on you. It makes you sit down and really think what is necessary and what is just burning time. Because like, yeah, you could work, we'll just say 12 hours today, but could you have gotten it done in 8 hours? Or were those additional 4 hours there, were they useful? Were you working the entire time? So there's a lot of things that you can look at and just really ask yourself, what is important, and what am I making time or not making time for? But it's something that I've really tried to live by really a lot the past few years. And I've actually noticed I feel a lot more confident in my decisions now because all the ownership's on me. And it kind of forces me to do what is right. To make the right decision and to prioritize what really matters. I don't know if that hits for you guys, but it was something I was thinking about today because it is a rather busy day. Um, but it's something that, you know, if you want to get something done, you can make the time for it. You're going to have to take it from somewhere else, but you can make the time for it.